Good evening, everybody, and welcome back for the second half of this doubleheader action between your Kalamazoo Vulcans and the homestanding Mountain Cats of the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown. Colin Kirkwood joining you here for this action. Both teams on their way out to the court. This is going to be an important one in terms of seeding between these two teams, as they are smack dab in the top four right now. UPJ and Kalamazoo. UPJ Vulcans tied right now, both 11-4 in the conference. Pitt-Johnstown occupies the second spot as they are 17-5 in overall status, as Kalamazoo's 15-6. Both teams have clinched berths into the PSAC tournament. That's exciting news. It's been quite some time since the Vulcans found themselves in any kind of tournament play. Now they're just playing for some seeding at this point. Good win here today could knock them into the top two, as Vulcans have won 4 straight. UPJ, of course, coming off a loss on Saturday, back out against Gannon. They were on the road. They lost that game 64-58. Gannon's been a tough team to play against. They do try to keep that tempo rather low and slow, and it really got the better of UPJ. Of course, the last time these two teams got together, it was a different story. UPJ beat Kalamazoo on the road. 57 was the score for Kalamazoo and 77 for the Mountain Cats. So they got their offense running right out of that holiday break, and it played well for them. Whereas Kalamazoo coming off a win on Saturday against the Rock. It was a big one, 98-70 from Hamer Hall. Played well. Everybody worked around, shut down the Rock's biggest scorers, and had a great effort. Vulcans in the midst of a 4-game win streak, like we said, so trying to keep it running here as things are going to get rather difficult. You'll have Pitt-Johnstown tonight, and then after the Saturday break, IUP comes to the Convo Center on Wednesday night, 7:30. So it's going to get interesting. Both teams just about ready to hit the court here. Let's check out the starting fives for both of these rosters. Starting with UPJ, they'll bring a look to the court that goes like this. It'll be number 0, Fred Mulba, the sophomore from Manchester, PA. It'll be number 5, Caden Landis, the freshman sophomore from Logan, Ohio. Number 10, Drew Magestro, the guard, redshirt sophomore from Sharon, PA. Number 23, Josh Wise, the guard, senior from Washington, PA, and Wash High. Number 24, John Paul Kromka, and that's going to be the guy you want to circle on your scorecards at home. Forward 6'7" sophomore from Monroeville out of Gateway. Over for Kalamazoo on their side, they'll bring a lineup that looks a bit like this. Number 0, Jermaine Hall, the combo sophomore from Baltimore, Maryland. Number 2, Tim Smith, Jr., the combo freshman from Lakewood, Ohio. Number 3, Zion Collins, the guard sophomore from South Riding, Virginia. Number 5, Brent Pegram, the guard junior from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And number 11, Luke House, the combo freshman from Norristown, PA. Vulcans win the tip, and we are underway here. UPJ in their home gold uniforms here with blue trim. Interesting look as Vulcans bring their road blacks with the white lettering and red trim to the court today. Here's Pegram diving on inside, back out. Hall able to climb over, grab that one, and he puts away his first 3 as he continues to stay scorching here. Finished off on Saturday with a great line. He's adding to it today. Three points for Jermaine Hall on Saturday against the Rock. It was a shot up missed by UPJ. Tackle on 6 rebounds for him as well. Nothing going in that shot. Rebound there for Kromka. Over the far side here and down low. Kromka's up against 3. They're going to wisely clamp down on him and try to force him to turn it over as much as they can. Now Pegram over to Hall. He'll step into a 3. Stop and pop. Couldn't finish it. Now onto the outside. Still nothing going inside for Mulba. He'll dribble out with this one. Look out here from Magestro. His 3 good. Tied up at 3 apiece. Vulcans have dropped 4 straight against UPJ, and the history between these two teams. Last win against these Mountain Cats came on the 10th of January in 2018 at the Convo Center, an 81-80 victory. Looking to right the ship here. That shot from Collins is short. Mulba on the near side, now in he goes. right past this matchup and puts it away. Tempo high flying so far here early. Outside, here's a Luke House 3-point shot. Cans it from the corner. Give it to him, 6-5. Mulba and the Kobe's trotting over to that far side. Now bounce feet over for Wise. Down inside to go up against Gromka. He draws a double. They'll pass out for another 3-point shot. Put away by Josh Wise. High flying so far here, 8-6 as we are underway. Tim Smith on the drive. Rolled it off the back and good. 2 more for Cal U. Another 3 for the Mountain Cats, and they can it again. Give 3 more on the line for Wise. Might want to grab an extra pencil if you're keeping score at home, because the tip on that might break the amount of times you have to write into it here early in this one. Now to the inside, Smith again. 2 more, Cal U. He's got 4. Good for team lead early in this one with an 11-10 game. There'll be a foul called. I believe it'll be Pegram picking up this foul. It'll be a first on him. First on the team here in this first half. Kromka on the inside, pass out for Mulba. Tried to pull up, able to shed around, put up a shot, and he gets his own miss. Tried to sell the fake there for Wise. Nothing going. It'll go back to the Vulcans. (11-10) the score here. UPJ holding on to a lead. Battle of top 4 teams in the PSAC West today. Outside shot for Jermaine Hall. Yes, sirree, put it down. 3 more for Jermaine Hall as he continues a hot streak here, to say the least. 2 of 3 from the field. He's got 6. Oh, with the hesitation, got his own miss again. Been pretty good at that so far. Shot up good. It's Magestro with 3. It's on top with Hall. Tried to pass over to Pegram. Mulba swatted it and will stay with the Vulcans. The close one. Now that'll bring us to our first media stoppage here, and you'll get a chance to look at the tail of the tape between the 2 of these teams and the way it stacks up between 2 top teams in this West. Both teams, of course, double-digit wins to this point in time. And both of them looking for another statement win. You could really say if Cal U is able to pull off a win here today, they'll classify as their statement win on the season. And that's exactly what they're looking for. They need to pick up one of those, but dead even there in terms of points for both, sitting around 81 a game, 73 also against, just dead even back and forth on each side. UPJ shooting a good 51% though, so that's really where they start to pull away. Vulcans hold the edge in 3-point percentage. Free throw almost even as well. Give a 2-point bump there to UPJ. Rebounding dead even as well. So you're really in for a great game between 2 rather even teams. Back to action we go here. Zion Collins on the inbound, goes over to Brent Pegram. Now it'll be a shot up from 3 for Luke House off the front. Looked on line, just couldn't finish it off. Here's Wise on the corner. Pegram grabs a steal. He was trying to break out with this one in a foul call. It'll be Mulba picking one up here. We inbounded right to the left of me here, down low at media row. Got over for Pegram. First for Mulba, first for the team here in the first half. Collins for another three-point chance for Hall. Spins it in and good. High-flying action continues as the Vulcans snatch the lead 16-14. Majestra tried to take it inside and up out of bounds. It will stay with UPJ with 16 on that shot clock. Here's Kromka with it. Now Wise is back up top working on Collins. Well, shook him loose there. Now it's back with Mulba. Mulba trying to find some space. One on the shot clock. Are forced to throw it up. Won't get anywhere near. Shot won't count. It will bring us a violation. Ball back to the Vulcans. Good defensive effort there. They're actually going to stop and chat here shortly, and they were talking about a chat scrum between Pegram and Mulba here. Oddly enough, Mulba was clapping along with the bench that the violation came about. Strange tactic. Hey, a lot of people have a lot of different tactics. You never know. Stuff could work. Onto the outside for Collins. Almost lost his footing. We'll see what they bring it up. And the travel will go to Cal U, so back to UPJ. Shot didn't count, but Hall put another one away as he continues to keep it rolling. Now to the inside for Kromka. Now down low along that block, shot up, thrown away. Was out of bounds, ended up back in the hand of Landis, who put it up the first time. He was across that line and it won't count. We'll go back to Cal U. It's a fun one on tap here today. I'm glad you're joining us. Tim Smith back to the outside for Hall. Feed the hot hand. He's got it. Confident to say the least. 19-14. Vulcans on top. Now Mulba steps into a shot. Missed it. Rebound Smith. Smith over to the corner for Hall. Able to corral it. Back out for Smith. Then out of the room, had to pass out. Now Collins into the inside. Blocked away. Good opportunity, and now looking for the finish. A foul called on Smith as he went in for the block on Landis. Two on the way for Caden Landis. 69.2% on the year for Landis as his first one is away, rims out. It's like we see one check-in for UPJ. It'll be Joe Batt, the sophomore from Greenville. Second one good as well for Landis, rather one of two, I should say. 19-15. Pegram shot up long, got it. Three more for Cal U. As the shooting percentage is going well, to say the least, here for Cal U from behind the arc. Handoff here, another three-point shot for UPJ. That one's off, rebound Collins. Keep the Vulcans out for another three as they're 6 of 9 from behind the arc so far in this one. Went in close, ends up with House after the miss. Swing it back out. Up top, Zion Collins chucking up a three. Went for the rim off the front, nothing going. Long shot up, rimmed in and out. Was on its way down, but pops back out for Wise. They get the O rebound and they'll get another shot at it. Shot at it will be a 3, and that one will be good for Magestro. Here's Brent Pegram on his matchup. Able to shake one loose off the screen. Now back out to the hot hand for Hall. Look out. He is on fire here. Put an extra person on him. He's got 15. He's 5 of 6 from the field. And they've all been threes. It's something to say the least. We will go ahead and take a timeout here. Cal U 25-18 lead over UPJ. 11:39 left in the first half. More action on the way. Stay tuned on CUTV Sports 1. Welcome back here to UPJ. Vulcan's on fire so far from the field, mainly Jermaine Hall. He's 5 of 6, all from behind the arc. Sizzling, to say the least. See if the game plan for the Mountain Cats gets altered slightly to try to deal with the start that Hall's had. One set to check in for Cal U at the next stoppage. Feet to the outside. 10 to shoot for UPJ, looking for something. On to the inside they go for Landis. Landis shot up, missed nothing. Same team there. Hall and Collins went up for the rebound. Now Pegram was on the charge, but a foul called. It'll be Joe Batt picking up his first foul on it of the day. First on the team here with 11:06 left in our first half. Phil Alexander checked into the ball game for Cal U at the next break that we just had. And there's an inside up and good again. Who else? But Jermaine Hall, he's got 17. Off the run, back to the outside. A steal by Pegram. He's got the speed to break away and just has to put it away. Got it off the glass. Wismerski was a check-in for UPJ. Marcin Wismerski. 3-shot for the Mountain Cats, nothing going. Pegram steps in another 3-point shot off the left. Collins tried to chase it down. Nothing going. Now the 3 for UPJ, count it. 29-21, back and forth affair. UPJ shooting 6 of 10 from behind the arc. Vulcan 7 of 12. Both well over 50%, almost over 60% for both. It's been the name of the game. Speaking of threes, here's another one from Pegram. Oh, it's right on line the whole way, looking dead center at it. Give him 3 more. Alexander in on the guard. There's another 3 for UPJ. Long, batted up, rebound House. The outside, it's Collins with a 3. Nothing hitting that time. Quiet trip on the offensive end for the first time in a while. It's Kromka inside. And a foul will be registered. It'll be Phil Alexander with the first foul of the day for him. 4th on the team here. We'll send Kromka to the line. John Paul Kromka's got the first. He shoots 73% on the year. 2 on that trip. Jared Jakubik and Donovan Maxfield in for UPJ now. Zion Collins, another shot up right from the elbow, got it to go. 34-23, Vulcans streaking right now. Down low, and we'll have another foul called. As action will wrap up shortly. We'll be back in a moment. We'll see Alexander picking up a foul. Second for Alexander, 5th on the team. It'll be Tyler Berry and Phil Alston on for the Vulcans now. Ball ended up out of bounds, should stay on this end, and it will. Jakubik inbounds this one over to Bat. Now Pegram ended up intercepting this one. Now Barry back out. Pegram tees up another long ranger off the front. Now to the inside they go. An offensive foul registered back to Cal U it goes. Lucky break there on that one. Looks like Mulba is set to come back in for UPJ. After the second foul on Bat, he will sub him out. Third on UPJ with 8:08 left to go in the first half. Very seldomly called in a brisk moving first half. Alston's pass was stolen away by Mulba. And another foul called, stopping play. That should bring us to another timeout here. And it will. So let's go ahead and check out some of the team leaders between both of these teams here today. 2 top 4 teams. They should have a lot of interesting stats for these team leaders that we can chat about and break down for you. Both groups wrap it up here, chat over a couple different ideas and what they're going to work through. Very large student section presence here today. I'm quite surprised. Looks like it's called the Asylum. Over on the far side, but team leaders for Cal U, now that we can talk about it here. We got Brent Pegram, just about 20 points a game for him. Jermaine Hall sitting with the rebound lead, giving him about 8. Pegram again in assists and steals. Luke House trucking forward with 38 minutes a game. That's pretty impressive. Over on the UPJ side, they've got a couple of notable leaders as well. You can see some of the various banners they've won over the years. Up on the top of their wall, of course, John Paul Kromka and Fred Mulba. Plenty of places on there on that list. Scoring and rebounds for Kromka, and Mulba's got assists, steals, and minutes. Go for a rolling inbound here to save a couple seconds. Interesting. Ball's lost there by Maxfield. Maxfield will opt for a 3 instead. Got it. Struggled to control, but puts it away. It's a transfer from Johnson and Wales University. Luke House 3 shot up off the back of the rim. Falling down, Barry, he grabbed it. Now Alston's down low with it. They'll call a jump ball here. Arrow reads UPJ. So here we go, back underway. Zion Collins checks back in for Tyler Berry. Landis on the run inside. Rolling around and down for Wismirski. Give him 2. First of the game for him. Swing it back out for Collins. He'll opt for a 3-shot wide right. Vulcan's starting to cool down a bit slightly from 3-point land. Having such a hot start as they are now scoreless for 2 minutes of running. And Pegram kind of got caught with his motion there, and they'll call a foul. A little surprised, and Mulba actually, things are starting to get a little chippy here, and he ran into Pegram, and now we'll see a foul called on Mulba as well. Could be an interesting battle between the two of these as they've been in their heads through a majority. Yeah, and they will tee up Mulba, it looks like. Oh, no. It'll be Pegram's second, we know that. They had Donovan Maxfield set to shoot here. I think they might still chat this over. I'm going to issue it to Pegram, it looks like. No, here comes House over to the line now, so thought we would see that. Yeah, I was right. It was Fred Mulba picking up the technical. Can only do as much as the referees give you here, and until they get things sorted out, I can only try my best. Luke House on the first for the technical, got it. Mulba's got 2, Pegram's got 2, 6 on the team for Cal U, 4 for UPJ. Josh Wise will sub out for Mulba. Tim Smith back onto the floor for Cal U as well. Luke's got both on the technical trip. And of course the shots from earlier here as Maxfield ended up getting fouled. Donovan Maxfield, he shoots 50% on the year, count the first. Second one's on the way. Up, bounce off the back, punched up long, Alston with the rebound. (36-29), Cal U holds on to an advantage over UPJ. Tim Smith in control, goes to Alston. Long 2 for him, got it. First 2 of the game for Phil Alston. Makes it 38-29. Down low, turnaround shot, up and down for Wismirski. He's got 2 more. A 7-point ball game. If you're a fan of high energy and high tempo basketball, this has been one to enjoy for you. He's the man of the hour with a shot up, and it'll bounce right off that rim, go up against the supports of the basket. Of course, you can't make anything off that. So it'll go back to UPJ. That's just a rough bounce. Only his second miss on the day for Jermaine Hall. He's 6 of 8. Another 3 for the Mountain Cats. Give it to him. Held that follow through the whole way there for Josh Wise. 38-34. Zion Collins down low for Alston. Back out, they work around the perimeter. 10 to shoot for Cal U. Alston doubled up. Now they pass out to Collins. Into the corner for Tim Smith with 4 on the shot clock. Threw up a 3, missed it. House with the rebound. Ended up being fouled on the way down. I believe it was Mirsky picking up his first foul on the day, 5th on the team here. Reinbound goes long there for Collins, but stolen away by UPJ. Over into the corner for Wise. Now back up top for Maxfield. Top of the key, they've been around with it. Now it's Landis working on Alston. Landis picks up a travel. That one goes right back into the pocket of Cal U. Here's Zion Collins bringing this one up with 4 minutes and some change left to go before we hit the halftime mark. Luke House on the catch and shoot, stepped up into it and got it. Throws up the 3, looking awfully confident. Whole team's looking awfully confident here. This roll looks like it might not come to an end here tonight. Hit their stride at the right time. Float shot up, trying to get the spin off the back there to Maxfield, just hit it off the wrong place. Lukaus along the line, back out. Collins was all alone, ended up driving inside. They continue to play pitch and catch. Now Collins alone in the corner, drew the defense off, missed it. UPJ tried to go off to the races there, but Cal U able to cover. Now Josh Wise opts for a 3-pointer, puts that away. He throws up the 3 as well. I was a little puzzled when I was just reviewing some of the notes on the UPJ side. They talk about hosting rival California, but maybe this game does kind of have a bit of a rivalry flair to it. Tim Smith turned around, rimmed in and out. Alston punched it high, secured by the Mountain Cats. Able to get out of the way there for Maxfield. He'll put up a shot off the front. Brought in by Wise. Wise goes for another try. Alston thought he had a clean block, and from my vantage point, it looked clean as well, but referees will call him for a foul. It'll bring us to another media timeout. Well, we've got a chance. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on around the league here today. A couple of interesting games on the ledger. As always, you love to keep track of one, maybe two. Today, starting off here, East Stroudsburg at Bloomsburg. And then Millersville at Kutztown. That's always a good East battle. Those two don't like each other very much, and they bring a lot of entertainment to the floor night in and night out. Lockhaven at Mansfield, Mercyhurst at Seton Hill, Clarion at The Rock, Gannon and Edinburgh, which one we'll talk about here shortly. And the nightcap was Westchester at Shippensburg. That just got underway at 8 o'clock. Stats are in for it already. Raiders off to a 7-3 lead over Westchester, and boy, sky high Westchester was at the beginning of this season, but they just free fell as they went on a long losing streak. They're back up top though, 15-6, trying to sneak a win from Shippensburg, who's flirting with a top 25 bid. We'll go ahead and check in on Millersville and Kutztown to see how that rivalry game is going for the Golden Bears and the Marauders. 23-18. Marauders have that lead. About 9 minutes left to go in the first half of that one. So Wise at the line after the break. First attempts for him on the day. He's 67.5%. First one is good for him. John Paul Kromka, steps into the game here for UPJ, as well as Babatunde Ajike is good to go for Cal U. Ball will stay with UPJ as it was batted out of bounds. After the filming of the most recent Danny Sandcombe show yesterday, and he talked about Babatunde being ready to make his way back onto the court. He was suffering from a bit of a flu symptom for him, and he was working that one off. But as of practice on Monday, saying, at least from Coach Sandcombe, he's back to 100%. It'd be good to have him back on the court here. But speak of the devil, he picks up a foul. first for him, 8th on the team. We'll send Kromka to the line. With the first on the 1-1, next one on the way. Kromka's 3 of 3 now, looking to go 4 of 4. Two of 2 trip for John Paul Kromka. Just like that, it's a 1-point lead for Cal U. .245 and running left to go. Hall steps into a 3-shot, rims out. He's starting to cool off a bit here as well. And at the pace he was going, it was hard to see it continuing. It was fun to watch. See if he can pick it up in perhaps maybe the second half. Kromka on the inside, and back it goes to Cal U. Got shuffled up in his motion there. Here's Zion Collins on the carry. Luke House on the catch and shoot. Ended up getting a bit of contact there and was falling backwards off the shot and missed it. Over into the corner for Maxfield. He dribbles it back up top and now he gets it again with the pass. Inside. Now a shot rolling. Can they finish it? Second chance coming up for Kromka. He'll be fouled again on his way up. So 2 more free throws on the way. Zion Collins with foul number 1, and that's 9 on the team. Kromka cans that one. Of course, both these teams ranked in the Atlantic Region rankings. UPJ sitting at number 5, Cal U at 8th. Now a GK grabs the miss on that one, so 1-2 trip there. All square at 41 now, tie ball game. This could be a big win for Cal U. Luke House steps into it, but plenty of basketball still left to be played before we get to that point. Now another 3 for the Mountain Cats. He was confidently walking through that one for Jakubik. Held the follow through for quite some time. Mountain Cats take the lead. At the outside, Zion Collins trying to add something to it. Missed it wide right. Wise on the hole. Now he's back with it again, and he'll tee up another long ranger. Got it. And I think Coach Shanko is going to call a timeout here, and he's looking for a way to shake this 13-0 run that UPJ has been going on here to get themselves back into the lead. They're down for quite some time, and they find themselves with a 47-41 lead with under a minute left to go. Very close-knit feel here. A lot of the crowd right on top of you on this court on both sides. So they've definitely been adding what they've got to say throughout this entire game, and it's been fun to listen to them get amped. See what Coach Shanko can draw up here in this 30-second timeout. Maybe get his team a couple more points before they head into the locker room. The GK will inbound this one. Here he comes off the run. Does Collins. He gets it back off the pitch. Now outside for House. Now Collins finds himself alone for a 3. They continue to struggle from behind the arc towards the late first half mark, and taking a dive there and putting it down with some authority for Alandis, and that might blow the roof off this place as UPJ out 49-41. Vulcans are stunned and they keep chucking up threes. Now GK trying to get the rebound, ends up with Smith. 25 seconds left. Out for House. Thought about a 3, opts for a better look perhaps. Now play stopped here. Vulcans are one of their last 13 from the field from behind the arc, so might want to try to take it inside here. It'll be Josh Wise that picked up a foul out of the mess. is the 5th on the team. Vulcans will re-inbound this one with 22.1 on the clock. Duque's got it. Now Collins holding on. Not a second difference between shot and game clock here. Callie will need to shoot. Collins threw one up and he drew the foul. Anything to try to break this 4-minute scoreless drought. Zion Collins steps up here. He shoots 75.3%, bounces the first one in. Drew Magestro also picked up a foul out of that as well. His first and 7th on the team. Both good for Collins. So it's a 6-point game, and UPJ can have the last shot. Motoring up the court is Maxfield. Kick out to the corner. 3-point shot up. Got it again. Jakubik puts one in at the buzzer, and that will send UPJ into the locker room with some energy. And they are up 52-43. Excellent first half for both of these teams here. Cal U just had a bit of problems down the run of 23-5 in that stretch. We'll see if both of these teams can come up with in the locker room and come out for the second half. They'll be excited. In the meantime, we'll send it back to Gary Smith in the CUTV studios for Inside the PSAC. Vulcans trail this one at the half, 52-43. More basketball action coming up after the break right here on CUTV Sports 1.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Inside the PSAC. I'm your host, Gary Smith. It is week 12 in the PSAC, and we've started to see some teams on both the men's and women's side clinch. Let's take a look around the PSAC, first starting on the men's side, and we're going to start this week with the scores from this past Saturday. Cal U over Slippery Rock 98-70. That game was played in Hamer Hall. UPJ getting upset by Gannon 64-58, a game that went down to the wire. East Stroudsburg in a close one over Shippensburg 66-63. Lock Haven over Shepherd 83-66. Millersville over Bloomsburg 87-73. Westchester 89, Mansfield 58. Mercier 68, IUP 62 in an upset at Mercyhurst. And Seton Hill over Clarion 73-67. Let's take a look now at where things stand, and we can see it's time for asterisk season as 3 teams in the PSAC West have clinched postseason berths already. IUP, UPJ, and Cal U all clinched. Actually, Pitt-Johnstown and Cal U clinched this week, and IUP clinched earlier last week. But the top 3 teams are in, and it's just a matter of seeding coming into the last couple weeks of the PSAC. We see a logjam at the top, 13-2, 11-4, 11-4, 10-5, then Gannon right behind, 9-6. So it's going to be interesting to see how the last 7 or 8 games play out in the PSAC West. Now looking over at the PSAC East, one team has earned an asterisk. That is Shippensburg, who has come on as of late. They are 13-2 and have a sizable lead over Westchester and Millersville for first place in the PSAC East. But you see another logjam from Westchester at 9-6 all the way down to Lock Haven at 6-9. So that is going to be another race to watch. And you see in the overall record, Shippensburg 17-4, head and shoulders right now above everybody else in the PSAC East. Now let's take a look at this past week's Athletes of the Week by the PSAC. First on the East, from Millersville, Justin Nuoso. He averaged 23.5 points per game and 7.0 rebounds per game. And then the East Defensive Player of the Week, James Sullivan, also from Millersville. 20 rebounds, 4 steals, 2 blocks. And both Nuoso and Sullivan led their teams to a 2-0 week for the Marauders. Now in the PSAC West, the Players of the Week from Gannon, Matt Johnson had a career-high 26 points versus the Mountain Cats of Pitt-Johnstown. And then on the West defensive side, Cameron Gross leading Mercyhurst to an upset win against IUP. For the week, had 17 rebounds, 6 steals, and a block. Now let's take a look ahead at this coming week's action in the PSAC, Wednesday and Saturday. And you can see the schedule, a lot of 7:30 tip-offs, so there is one different one for the men. East Stroudsburg and Bloomsburg are playing the early game at 5:30 on Wednesday, and then Westchester at Shippensburg. That'll be an 8 o'clock game. Everything else will be the standard 7:30 Wednesday night, and both IUP and Shepherd have Wednesday night off. And then looking ahead to Saturday, February 8th, a whole host of afternoon games. The lone exception is a big one at IUP, Slippery Rock at IUP. That is a huge rivalry game. And then Cal U and Westchester are off. But to keep track of everything CUTV-wise and CUTV sports-wise, well, first, you're going to want to check out psacsports.org because they will have all the information for you for the conference schedule, standings, and you can see up to date when the asterisks come for teams clinching, because we're getting to that part of the season, the March for March, to see what teams will clinch a PSAC playoff berth. Now moving ahead to keep track of everything on CUTV. If you want to watch the games live, make sure to like and subscribe to CUTV Sports 1 on YouTube. You'll get a notification when the games go live. This week's game, Wednesday night, will be live from Pitt-Johnstown in the Lower Highland Mountains. If that's not enough for you, you can keep track of our Twitter page for up-to-date links that are out, crew pictures, and everything else to be a part of CUTV. And follow our Twitter page at CUTV_PA. And once again, you can also listen to the games live on our radio outlet, 91.9 FM WCAL. Make sure to listen along if you're in the car, so there's no reason you can't follow along with Cal Vulcans. And the last way of following along with Cal Vulcans, for all stats, scores, player updates, and game recaps, make sure to check out calvulcans.com. Matt Kiefer, Alex King, Lee Schwartzweger doing a great job keeping everybody in the know for Cal Vulcan athletics. After the break, we will look at what's happening in the PSAC women's side. You're watching Inside the PSAC.
Sometimes we can do things that exclude others.
You still talking to your friend?
It's complicated.
I think he went back in. We gotta go get him.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Even the smallest words and actions can have a big effect on someone. You have the skills. Because of you, someone's entire day, their year, or their life can change.
Remember, the future is in your hands.
Visit becauseofyou.org to learn more.
Totally, let's do it.
It's time to make the PSAC yours. More than 7,500 student athletes working to become champions in 23 championship sports at 18 universities, educating more than 118,000 students, and supported by an alumni base of over 900,000. All in and all ready to make the PSAC yours. It's the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
And welcome back to this week's edition of Inside the PSAC. Once again, I'm your host, Gary Smith. And now it's time to take a look to see what is happening on the women's side in the PSAC. And then you can see this past Saturday's scores. Cal U over Slippery Rock. Once again, that game was played in historic Hamer Hall, 76-59. Gannon over Pitt-Johnstown by 10. Shippensburg surviving a late rally by East Stroudsburg, 59-46. Shepherd over Lock Haven. Bloomsburg over Millersville. Mansfield losing to Westchester. Mercyhurst losing to IUP, and Clarion in an upset and a close one over Seton Hill, 68-66. Now, after those results, let's see what teams have earned asterisks and where everybody stands first in the PSAC West. You see IUP, who had clinched a PSAC playoff berth last week, is joined by Gannon getting that coveted clinched asterisk. They clinched over the weekend. IUP 15-0, two-game lead over Gannon. Then Edinboro and Cal U both 9-5, 9-6 respectively in conference. Seton Hill and Pitt-Johnstown 7-8. So it's just a matter of time to see a little bit more asterisks going up, and then it's just about where teams shuffle going into the PSAC postseason. Now looking over at the eastern side of the PSAC, no one has clinched yet, although that will probably change at some point this week. But Shepherd and Shippensburg and East Stroudsburg are all fighting for that top spot, all separated by one game. Shippensburg right now 11-4. They are overcoming a pretty slow start to rise to the top of the PSAC East. And you see Kutztown right behind them. So really 4 teams fighting for the top 4 spots, and then Lock Haven, Bloomsburg, and Westchester all will be fighting for that 6th and final PSAC playoff spot. So a lot to digest and a lot to keep track of as we move forward in February heading towards the postseason. Now let's take a look at what players were outstanding this past weekend in the PSAC East. Marley McLaughlin of Shepherd, she had 23 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and a 2-0 week for the Rams. And on the defensive side, her teammate Hannah Myers locking it down with 5 steals a game and 4 rebounds a game in an outstanding week for the Shepherd Rams. Now looking over at the PSAC West, a familiar name atop the PSAC West Offensive Player of the Week, Michaela Barnes from Edinboro, broke her own school record, 43 points versus Mercyhurst this past week. And on the defense, Cal U's own Shauna Harrison averaged 12 rebounds a game, 2 steals, and 1 block, and a 2-0 week for the Vulcans, both at home. Now let's take a look at the schedule this upcoming week. As one might expect, it's the exact same schedule as the men's, only with the times changed. The 2 times of note to look on there, East Stroudsburg at Bloom is the 7:30 game, so a little reversal with the men playing first and women playing second. And then Westchester at Shippensburg, instead of 5:30, that game is at 6. Once again, IEP and Shepherd have the bye. Now looking ahead to Saturday, February 8th, once again, set your alarm for 1 o'clock because there is a whole host of PSAC basketball on the schedule, and the only teams that are off this week are Cal U and Westchester. They will be able to watch multiple screens and keep track of the PSAC action. And to keep track of PSAC action, make sure to check out psacsports.org. The staff at the conference does a great job of keeping everyone up to date, not only in basketball, but in all the winter and spring sports, which will be coming up before you know it. Once again, like and subscribe to our CUTV Sports 1 YouTube page. You'll get notifications when our games are live from the field. This week will be a basketball game Wednesday from UPJ. And then Saturday night, CUTV Sports 1 will be following the men's and women's Vulcan Club hockey teams out at Rostraver. So there's never a dull moment. You can also see whenever coaches' shows and small events are uploaded. Also, like and follow our Twitter page, CUTV_PA. You can see crew pictures and active links when the shows and games are live and uploaded. And to listen on the radio, make sure you listen to our sister station at 91.9 FM WCAL. All the games are live as well on 91.9. So whether you're in front of your phone, on a computer, or in your car, you can keep track of Vulcan athletics. And if that's not enough for you, make sure to check out the hard work by Matt Kiefer, Alex King, and Lee Schwartzfeger, our friends over at CalVulcans.com sports information. They will have up-to-date stories, stats, highlights, and more. So if there's no reason to not be up to date on what's going on with Cal Vulcan athletics. Well, that's it for this week. We'll see you next week on Inside the PSAC.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to CalVulcans.com and click Shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to CalVulcans.com today.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Second half just about ready to get underway here from UPJ. Let's check out some of the notable halftime stats that came out of this point in time. Of course, Cal U trailing 52-43. Then leading scorer Jermaine Hall, he's got 17 for the Vulcans. He was 5 of 9 from behind the three-point arc. Started out this game hot, but kind of faded a little bit down the stretch of the first half. Vulcans shooting a cool 40.5% from the field right now, 34.6 from behind the arc. 4-4 on the free throws. Can't ask for much more on that. They've got 14 rebounds, 12 assists as well, and they've stolen the ball 4 times. Over onto the UPJ side of things here, leading scorer is Josh Wise. He's got 19 for UPJ. He's 6 of 10 from the field, 6 of 8 from behind 3. Mountain Cats shooting 53.3% from the field, not bad. 66.7% from 3, and that's the one thing you want to circle there, as that really fueled them back into the lead of this one, as they were just hitting and shooting the lights out towards the end of that first half. They're 8 of 12 from the charity stripe, and they've got 24 boards, 15 assists, and 3 steals as well. Haven't turned over the ball much, both of these teams. UPJ, 9 turnovers. Vulcans have 4. You know what they say, ball security is job security. Both teams back out on the floor here, getting ready to get our second half off and running. Let's go. We are off. And a highly entertaining affair we've had so far. Smith took a nudge down low. They passed the ball around well, tried to go down low. It's turned over and it'll go back to UPJ. It's Kromka with this one. John Paul Kromka back up to Fred Mulba. Josh Wise, the leading scorer, feet inside. Bodied up strong and finished by Caden Landis. Mountain Cats start off the second half with the first score. Luke House over into the corner for 3. Missed it. Possession back to UPJ over to the corner. It's down low along the block. Shot up for Kromka. Missed it, but he'll have a chance to shoot for those points instead. Kromka's already made 6 trips to the line so far. He's made 5 of them. Now tack on another. With one more on the way. Off the front and good to go. Another 2 of 2 trip for John Paul Kromka as he continues to have a sharp day from the line. 7 of 8. Vulcans need some buckets to find their way back into this one, and Tim Smith blocked away by Kromka. Now onto the inside, went up for a finish, decides to lay it in there for Landis. And Coach Sancom will call a timeout here, just trying to snap the team out of it. Right out of the break, they've got a 9-0 run to try to contend with here as they continue to get buried. They're playing tough, and now they just are struggling to say the least. UPJ's made some changes, and Cal U trying to find a way to answer those changes. Talked about the slate of games around the conference. 2 we're looking at on the east side today, all tied, rather up by 10, I should say. Millersville 36, Kutztown 26 with 3:59 left in that first half, almost done here. And then for Shippensburg, they're hosting Westchester, 2 teams battling for Atlantic Region spots. Westchester finally got off that long losing streak, and now they're trying to build another win streak to get back on the right side of things. They're trailing Shippensburg on the road, 34-25. Western matchups are a couple of lower-sided teams taking it on here. Highest team in action besides Cal U today, and UPJ is Mercyhurst. They are on the road taking on Seton Hill. The both sides. Now you have Clarion and Slippery Rock and Gannon and Edinburgh. As you're in this second half. Over to House in the corner. Threw it away. Kromka right along the free throw line off the back. Now here's Phil Alexander onto the inside, an offensive foul charged. Kromka was set up in time. Alexander picks up foul number 3, second on the team here in this 4 to shoot. He turns around and cans it. He's got some flares. He's already picked up 1 technical foul in this one. Hands up defense for UPJ. Onto the inside, thrown up shot there for Hall. Can't get it. Now Pegram, 3-point shot. Got it. Maybe that'll get things started here. 62-46. They cycle around on the offensive end. Now back out for Magestro, whose 3 is up. Missed it. Kromka over to the corner for Alexander. They work it around. Still looking for an outside shot. Now it's thrown up there, rimmed off for Hall. One set to check in for Cal. You have to stop. Onto the outside for Wise. Wise tries to go down low, and that one's turned over. Unprecedented 35-8 run for UPJ. Brings us to our first media timeout of the second half. We'll go ahead and step aside. Vulcans in trouble so far. 64-48, 64-46 they trail. More action coming up after this right here on CTV Sports 1.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Welcome back to UPJ. Vulcans in trouble. Started off hot. Now they trail 64-46. Babatunde Ajike and Phil Alston will check in once the huddles are broken. Head coach Bob Rukavina in his 31st season here at UPJ recently picked up his 500th win. Nice touch by them to throw a banner up here in their facility for him. 31 years he's been at the helm of the program, having another great season. Here's Pegram on the outside, firing away a 3. Dropped it. Maybe this will be the one that gets him off and running. Saw him make one before the break, and now start to pile them together. String enough shots together, you can always have a chance. Kromka shot inside, knocked away. Over to the corner for Mulba, and another 3. Short. Pegram another 3, it's a bit long. Off to the right, Alston with the rebound. House tries to chase it down, saves it. A tough possession to fight for, they got it. Here's Collins along the baseline, up and in. A couple of quick baskets here, starting to bring things back towards the right way. A 5-0 run for the Vulcans. Now down low in the blocks, Kromka went up and a foul called. Phil Alston picking up foul number 2. It's 4th on the team, and it'll send Kromka back to the line. He's been almost automatic, making another. He's 8 of 9. Now 9 of 10. Now long for Luke House, who throws up a shot, missed it. Ajike tried to throw it up and put it back, and a foul called. Send Babatunde Ajike to the line here. Ajike, 71.4% shooter from the stripe so far. First is off the front and good. That one good as well. 2 of 2 for Ajike, as Calu tries to claw back close here. Bench still alive here for Calu. That's something you love to see. They continue to try to feed Kromka on the inside. Vulcans key out on it, just can't get him to turn it over. Rather, got him to turn it over finally. Held onto the ball very well. Ajike went sliding for that one. It was a bit placed far and couldn't catch up to it. Fred Mulbaugh on the carry now for the Mountain Cats, looking for a way to pile onto their lead here. It was very large at the beginning of the second half, and they're starting to see it shrink. That might have something to say about it as Josh Wise puts another one away. 68-53. Wise has 21. They have so many outlets that can score. Here's a GK, back out to the corner for a Pegram 3. Off the corner of the backboard, ends up with House. They go inside for Alston, turnaround shot blocked away by Kromka. Magestro motors his way up the court, now back up to Mulba. They'll feed back inside for Kromka again. They'll try to smother him, but he finishes anyway. 70-53. Brent Pegram cruises along the baseline and puts away a 2. 70-55 now. Mulba's got it. Now by Magestro, 8 to shoot. UPJ needs something. They'll walk inside, and Alston had a hand on it, but they'll call a foul. Surprisingly. It'll be foul number 3 on Philip Alston. That's 5 on the team. Magestro at the line. Magestro puts the first attempt up and converts on it. He's a 79% shooter. Both are good. Vulcans along the perimeter here. They were living by that. Now they're struggling sort of here. Hall took a bump. The GK caught it, put up a second chance. Third chance rolls again. Got it. 72 to 57. Now for Josh Wise, the leading scorer, he had it passed off to Bat, who checked in. Bat tried to lose his matchup, but they turned it over. Sometimes off these turnovers, you might want to see if you can find a way to make UPJ pay. That'll be the strategy to claw your way back into it. That'll bring us to another timeout. We can jump aside for another commercial break. Vulcans still trailing, 72 to 57. More basketball on the way on CUTV Sports 1 after the break.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
Back on campus here at UPJ. Vulcans trying to claw their way out of a rather large deficit, 72 to 57. Things were high flying to start the game. Vulcans could hang and then started to go a bit quiet. It's all about how you respond from here. They work it around. They'll have a turnover as it looks like Pegram's foot ended up going across the marker there. Nothing going. Small miscues like that are just so unfortunate when you're trying to find your way out of a deficit like this. Shot off up the front, ended up with Kromka, and they kick it back out. Gesture on the attack. Ajike dives for it. They'll tie it up. And the arrow reads UPJ. On down to the inside for Kromka now. Has it stolen away by Pegram. He'll push the tempo. Not great numbers, but he'll attack either way and off the side. That's the kind of energy you're going to want to bring if you want to start a run here, and you can't fault him for it. Wise turnaround shot over Pegram, short. GK scoops up the board. Lukaus got doubled, had to hold off on his three. Hall tried to feed it inside, and they turned it over. Turnover number 11. Haven't turned over the ball that much. These defensive schemes that UPJ has been bringing to the table have really made the Vulcans struggle. He's got a foul off ball here. Jermaine Hall picks up number 3, and that's the 6th on the team. We'll send Phil Alston back in. Everyone takes a dive for this one. Where will it stay? Right on this side. Lucky break there for Pitt-Johnstown. Here's Bat pulling up for a shot. He'll be fouled on the shot. So Bat will be shooting. Matt's an 82% shooter, and his first one is up and away. On his first trip of the day. Jakubik steps back onto the floor for Pitt-Johnstown. His bat puts the second one up off the front, missed it. Rebound Alston. Down low for Alston along the blocks, puts a shot up and a foul call. Was Landis picking up the first foul and third on the team, and it'll send Alston to the line. Philip Alston's first opportunity off the back. 36.8% free throw shooter. See if he can get the second. Yes, he can. UPJ working around that perimeter as they hold a large lead here. Onto the inside, drop it in, two more from Magestro. Pegram outside the house, House with a three, got it. 75-61 here. They close in on that. Now Jakubik. Bat up top with it. Now back with Landis. Well, stolen away there by Collins as he went back to bat. 5 to shoot for UPJ. Magestro throws one up, missed it. Rebound UPJ. Second chance is good for Landis, and one more on the way. Tim Smith back onto the floor for Cal U. Landis already 1 of 2 so far today. He's got it, and Landis has 10. Some touch passing going on here. GK tosses it up, finishes, and one more on the way. GK hit 2 so far today on his only trip. One more on the way. Rims it in. Give him 3. So they push him along the line. Coach Shankum looking for a backcourt. And he'll get a foul instead. It'll be Zion Collins picking up number 2. That's the 9th on the team. That's Jakubik at the line. Got the first. Another one on the way. Jakubik 79.2% on the year for free throws, and gets both. Pegram up top. Decides to go over to Collins. Now House in the corner. Free shot rims out. GK had it in his hand. Lost it, and it goes back to UPJ. Rather, they changed their mind, and County will hold on instead. Or to the outside off the inbound. Down to the far side of GK, catch and shoot. Off the back, House with the rebound. picked up a dribble and he's fouled, so shots on the way. Kubik with his first foul. 5th on the team, and it will send House to the line. Good on the first for House. He's already had 2 trips so far, and he tacks on another one, looking to stay perfect with 4 of 4. And he can't. They bring the smother over on the far side, forcing Landis to find his way out. Ends up with Jakubik. Here's Landis with a 3-point shot. Clean the whole way. Smith from Pegram and now Collins. Now Pegram with another 3. There's a good one. 83-69. We got a 30-second timeout for UPJ. And they'll chat things over briefly. In the meantime, we can take a trip around some of the important games in the league. West matchup we're looking at, Mercyhurst at Seton Hill. Mercyhurst might be struggling a bit here. 43-35, they lead over Seton Hill in the second half. About 10 minutes left to go. Lakers shooting 43% on that, 35 for Seton Hill. Good old-fashioned East rivalry between Millersville and Kutztown. It's in the second half. Marauders lead 51-47. About 11 minutes left to go in that one. Former Golden Eagle from Clarion, Kari Williams, having 12 points, leading the way for the Marauders. Over in Shippensburg, Westchester's crawled their way back close as the Raiders lead 39-34 at the half. Magestro set to inbound this one for UPJ with 7:21 left in the second half. One's lost, got back by Tim Smith, puts it up, there's 2. Makes it 83-71. Now they bring the double. Some pressure brought by Cal U, and Tim Smith will get a foul just bringing the pressure. It's a very close to the vest called game here today. They aren't taking much pressure from both of these teams as Tim Smith gets that foul on the coverage. It's Magestro shooting here. He's already got 2 so far today and give him 3. We'll see a whole host of Mountain Cats onto the floor now. The second foul on Tim Smith and 10th on the team. The second one is good for Magestro. Magestro's got 16. Starters have a large number of points here. 21 for Wise, 13 for Kromka, 17 for Magestro, 13 for Landis. Bulba the only one not in double digits. Tim Smith with a rebound. Outside. They go cross court. Working around here. Eight to shoot. Looking for something. Collins throwing up a 3. Got it. $85-74. Ryan Collins has 9. Still bringing a bit of pressure here. Now Kromka tried to feed inside, and we'll call kickball. About 6:20 left to go here in this one. Mulba on the inbound to Kromka via Lom. Turnaround shot for Wise. He missed everything on that. Kromka tried to chase it down. We'll go back to Cal U. Now they'll roll this one. Pegram has to scoop it up because Mulba was in pursuit. Now another three from Pegram. That one was off. Smith with the rebound. Pulling down some important buckets here. Collins cross court over to Pegram. He'll walk inside and call a foul. It'll be Kromka picking up number 2. That'll only be the 6th on the team. Here's Brent Pegram's first 2 attempts of the day. First one is good. He's a 76.3% shooter. Jermaine Hall checks back in for Babatunde. Number 2 on the way for Brent Pegram now. He's got it. 85-76. Vulcans working to close the gap. Now they get a turnover. Here's Pegram with a one-on-one the other way against Jakubik. Going up, and he got it! One more on the way for Pegram. Concentration there. Concentration here. Hits the shimmy, throws it up, got it. 85-79. Here's the Vulcans bringing some press. Mulba up against it. Able to pass out of it to Jakubik, and now he has to motor away from the following Smith. Kromka almost lost it, back out to Mulba. Mulba walks right on inside with it short. Right back for a basket, put back there, and somehow getting it for Landis. Here's Luke House, catch and shoot right off it. Got it. Getting close here, 5-point game. We've still got 5 whole minutes left to go. Now right in, Landis. Jakubik bringing this one up again, had to pitch to the outside because it was covered up, and Tim Smith picks up a foul. Tim Smith with foul number 3. They'll bring Jakubik back to the line. He's already got 2 so far today via charity stripe. Make it 3. Now another one. Only a 7-point deficit here for Cal U. Might be a little tough, going to have to play rather cleanly here because you're going to send UPJ to the line in that double bonus here with 10 fouls. Tim Smith up against it and a foul call. Tim Smith stepping to the line for his first attempts of the evening. He's an 87% shooter on the dot. Puts the first one away. Here's number 2. Good. Now the pressure for Cal U on the inbounds, having to pass out of it. UPJ doing a good job of that so far. I haven't seen them turn it over too much. Here's Kromka going straight up with it. Couldn't get it, and a foul called again. Zion Collins picking up number 3. Another shot for Kromka is good. Might not be the guy you want to send to the line here, as he's now 10 of 11. Mountain Cats 23 of 28. They're shooting 82%. He's got that one as well. 91-84. Tim Smith back out. Zion Collins onto the inside. Luke House alone. Pops up a 3. Missed it. Would have been a big one. Drew Magestro trots up the court here, back out to Fred Mulba. Mulba versus Pegram has been a great matchup to watch so far throughout this one. Leading scorer Wise onto the inside against Collins. Went off the side, another foul call. Zion Collins is 4th. They continue to keep this game very close to the vest. Not a lot of room to work. Josh Wise, only his 3rd and 4th attempts of the game. He's 1 of 2. Short on the first. Next one coming for Wise. Splits that trip. Luke House inside. Now back out for Pegram and a 3-pointer. Off the back. Rebound for Luke House. Goes over to Collins. Collins tossed it. Wise batted it out of bounds, and it will stay with Cal U. 18 on the shot clock with 4 minutes and a second left to go. Back over Collins inside Smith. Here's Smith. It's poked away, and it will stay with Cal U. 13 on the shot clock now. That'll bring us to our final media timeout here in this one. Cal U fighting to stay alive here. Can they finish it off and come back? Stay tuned to find out. They trail 92-84. More basketball coming up after the break on CUTV Sports 1.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
Welcome back. 3:56 separates us from the end of this one. Cal U found their way out of a rather large deficit, and now they just need to find a couple more to bring themselves back in. It's 92-84. It's the inside presence that's been helping out UPJ, despite their shooting going a bit cold. They're one of their last 6 from behind the arc. Here's Tim Smith with a turnaround shot. Put it away. Covering the inbound here. Having to pass out of it. Smith working on it. Now they have to go high. Mulba's got some hops there, jumping up to grab that one out of the air. It's pretty impressive. There he goes, driving straight through. He's got some speed, and he finds a way to get it. Pegram inside for Smith. Smith steps out, looks for an option. House on the rotation outside for Hall. Was hot in the first half, trying to get started here, missed it. Smith with a turnaround shot, missed it again. Ended up with UPJ. Now Mulba will take the slow trot here with 3 minutes left to go. Pegram draws in close. Now Kromka hands it off to Wise, leading scorer for the team, missed it off the side. Vulcans grab the rebound. And they're going to have to move with some pace here if they want to start adding some points. Time not their friend. Pegram on the hop. He'll step back with a shot. Cans it. Good look there. And they'll get some separation. He's at 94-89. Of course, taking a look at the PSAC standings here, we've got a little bit of a stoppage of play. Both these teams in the top three. CalU sitting in that 3 spot. Going to have to watch out for what's going on with the Lakers throughout the remainder of this one if CalU drops this one. CalU drops to 11-5, and the Lakers drop to that as well. They will improve as they are up 20 over Seton Hill at 2:48 left to go, 59-39. Sets up a tie for that 3rd spot as they'll both be 11-5. That'll make that matchup against Mercyhurst for CalU later on in the season on the road on February 26th more important. Not as important as the Wednesday after the Saturday bye. We'll see if CalU can make it a little easier on themselves by clawing their way back in here. It'll be inbound by Magestro. Smith in covering. Goes up along the line for Landis. Now here's Mulba up top, right along that half-court line. Pegram steps up close. Mulba tries to push him off. It's a one-on-one for them. He rolls over to Landis. Here's Wise. Turnaround shot is good. Give him 2 more. He's got 24. He's been sizzling from the field. Luke House on the swing. Now he's got it back. Now Pegram steps inside. Smith with a 2 opportunity, missed it. Now 1:35 left to go. Mulba, and looks like they'll play the foul game here. Smith will send Mulba to the line. Mulba only shooting 76.9% in his first 2 trips of the evening, off of Smith's 4th foul. See if they can maybe force him a miss or 2. There he goes off the front. It's a step in the right direction. See if they can get him to miss number 2. Here it comes. Can't miss that one. 1 of 2. 97-89. Zion Collins holding on. Tried to go inside the hall and they lost it. Looks like they will continue to foul here as Luke House will come up and lay the hands on it. The first foul of the game for Luke House. Mobile will shoot once again. Just back once again. 1 of 2 in the last trip when he was here moments ago. Got it. These are the important ones. Everybody back for UPJ looking to play some defense. Two of 2 on those. Makes it 99-89. Back up to a 10-point lead. Looking for some important shots here. Luke House straight up blocked away. And we're down to a minute left. Pegram steps in on Mulba. Eyes on the ball. Boy, these guys are close. Mulba able to pass up. Pegram tried to sell the drop. Couldn't get anything going. Now on the inside, Wise blocked away. Tipped. Here's House on the break. And now Pegram 2-on-1. Maybe 3-on-1 if they can go. Pegram puts it up. Couldn't get the and one to go, but he'll shoot for 2. With a third foul on Ruben Jestro. 9th on the team. Got it. Next one on the way shortly. 99-90. Toes on the line. Pegram steps up. 2 of 2 on that one, makes it 99-91. Now they'll go long court here. Mulba on the break. Up he goes and puts it away. Stop play here. They'll make them go down and inbound again. Too quick. .33.5 seconds left here. Still a 10-point game. We saw in Collins with pace. Ran out of room there. Almost ended up seated. Now here's Pegram straight up. Tried to go over to Smith. Poked away. Right into Carl. Here's Tim Smith with a 3. Step back and he got it. 101-94. 21.5 seconds left. Coach Sankum will talk over in a timeout here. Taking a look at the schedule coming up for Cal U after this one. Of course, nothing on Saturday, as it'll be the Saturday bye for the Vulcans, and they can get ready for their matchup against IUP at home on February 12th at 7:30 p.m. But don't worry, if you want something to watch on Saturday and you're used to joining us on CUTV Sports 1, consider joining us for Vulcan hockey coverage. It'll be an exciting one. Our annual trip to the Rostraver Ice Garden in Rostraver, PA. It's always a fun one. Do consider joining us for the men's and women's doubleheader action. And then following the February 12th matchup with IUP, it'll be 3 road games and 2 home games after that. Of course, the road games will be at Edinburgh on the 15th, at Clarion on the 22nd, and at Mercyhurst on the 26th. Home games include Seton Hill on the 19th and Gannon on the 29th. Almost stolen away there by Jermaine Hall. He crashed his way inside. Would have been a huge turnover. He's walking a little gingerly, touching up on that right hand. Maybe stubbed it slightly. And now they'll bring it all in on Wise. And a foul call. 19 seconds left to go here. It'll be Tim Smith picking up foul number 5, so Tim Smith's day is done. 13 points for him, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in 25 minutes played. We'll send Wise back to the line. Wise's first attempt bounces around and falls, so he's now 3 of 5. Two on that trip. That might just be what does it here. 103-94. Here's Pegram straight through, and they'll call a travel on him. He's arguing with the amount of footing he put forward with this one. It'll be 14.8. Kyle backpedal off here. Mulba brings it up. That should do things here as it winds down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that does it here. UPJ picks up the victory 103-94. Big win for them. Pitt-Johnstown improves to 18-5, 12-4 in the PSAC West. Cal U falls to 15-7, 11-5. Don't forget, there won't be anything on Saturday. The next men's basketball coverage for CTV will be Wednesday, February 12th, 7:30 p.m. from the Convo Center. Coal Bowl on the court between Cal U and IUP. You won't want to miss it. It'll be an exciting one. Vulcans played IUP tough, and they continue to hang in the top 10 in the country. Perhaps looking for an upset at home. It'll be an exciting one. I want to thank everybody who joined us on the crew here today. Of course, Legacy man Doug Glackey, Caitlin Lenkey, Carl Childs on camera 3, and director Gary Smith. And for myself, Colin Kirkwood, good night, Cal.